Hello, YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Pinstar Plays Wingspan, Episode 2. So, my initial Wingspan video got quite a few views. You guys seem to like it, and I really like this game and the digital incarnation that they've done with it. Like, it's just really well presented, and at its heart, it's a really good game. So, one good game begets another, so let's dive in. Let's see here. Let's spice things up a little bit here by adding in a fifth AI player, and actually let's change our icon here in our scenery a little bit. I just realized you could pick other avatars, so there we go. And last game we did the ranked goal mat, where the first place player gets the lion's share, regardless of how many of those things they have. Let's flip it over to the structured one, where you get points regardless of what the other players get. But you only get points if you earn them. So, yeah, let's give that a try. Just to flip things on its head a little bit. Alright, opening hand, be good to me. We are fourth in the starting lineup. No, don't like to see that. If you're early in the starting lineup, the cards that are in the wetlands, if there's something really juicy there, you will have early dibs on it. And there are some nice things there, but I gotta see what my opening hand looks like. Digging early in the wetlands is viable sometimes, depending on what's in the wetlands. And if you have hot garbage in your hand. This does not look like hot garbage, though. Let's see here. So our big things are food and cards. Now, the red-winged blackbird. This thing looks this thing right here. For 1 wheat, we tuck a card, lay an egg, and it can go in the wetlands, which is where we get cards anyway. So, bam! That is a nice investment right there. Now, on the food side of things, actually, I think this is going to be a very healthy start. The great crested flycatcher can get us additional food if it's on the bird feeder. So most of the time, because worms are pretty abundant. It's also worth a fair amount of points. And the nice thing is, between these two birds, they have 3 different food requirements, which means we can use our other 3 picks to get exactly what we need to feed them. And then we can go for egg laying bird. Actually, we can kind of delay putting savanna birds to buff up our lay eggs action, because we can get a steady stream of eggs from our blackbird here. So I am happy with our thing. I do not feel the need to go aggressively hunting down in the face up deck. So let's see what our bonus cards are. Birds with 4 eggs laid on them, or the passerine specialist, the bonus we had last time. What are my birds? They are both slightly too big. Oh, that's obnoxious. They're both slightly too big for the passerine specialist, and have 1 too few egg slots for the breeder bonus. Well, that's poopy. Well, breeding manager can be tough. Because not only do you have to have a bird with 4 slots on it, you have to fill them just to get 1 point per bird. I think we're going to go passerine specialist again. I'm not saying that that's like an overpowered bonus. It's a pretty modestly, powered one, but I think it works given the choice of those two. Something to keep in mind with a 5-player game is the once between turn birds, the pink power birds, become a bit more powerful. So just keep that in mind. We didn't get any in our opening hand, nor do we see any here, so that's of no relevance to us at the moment. But if we see them, they may be a little bit more worthwhile checking out. Now, we don't necessarily have to slap down the flycatcher right now. We could, if we really wanted to, throw down the red-winged blackbird. We'd have to take a bear lay eggs action if we wanted to do the egg for extra card thing, but I might want to do that anyway. just to prime the pump and make the actions slightly more efficient. Although if I just take a single card, and then we tuck, well, then we'd have to choose a card and then tuck that card, whatever card we tucked, to gain 1 point, lay 1 egg. Not terribly efficient. But my point is, we don't need to throw down the flycatcher right off the bat. We can actually just start with the blackbird and go from there. Because I mean, we could. The finch is a nice. Oh, you're gonna give me free food? Well, that changes the equation a little bit. Now that we know that there's an Eastern Phoebe in play and that we're going to be getting a drip feed of free worms occasionally, that changes the dynamic. Food becomes a little bit less important, especially with our flycatcher here. If we get the right cards, I might not even play the flycatcher. The flycatcher, I might throw down the house finch, because the house finch stacks really well down here. We can get a really powerful wetlands. All right, so but first things first, I do I want to sack the flycatcher to the blackbird and draw the finch? I can't play it because that requires a berry and a wheat instead of a berry and a worm. The mountain bluebird could be a viable play, but not super. Oh yeah, what's our bonus here? Birds with bowl nests with eggs in it. Yeah, see, that even further reinforces the whole house finch thing. I may want to grab that, but I also might want to grab one other thing. So I'm going to take the lay eggs action. It's hard to avoid taking at least one unbonused lay eggs action. All right, as long as somebody doesn't grab that finch. That's the other danger with a 5-player game, is that more players are still going for the same pot here, essentially. Wow, you guys are being generous. Higna, not my favorite, but whatever. This could always be tuck fodder, honestly. I do want to spend the egg to get the extra card, though, because we're just going to lay it once we finish here. But hey, extra cards and extra burn fodder is always welcome. So we will get that, and yeah, we will get the house finch. Do I want to grab the mountain bluebird? Probably not. That's a bit of an aggressive play. I could grab the hummingbird, but I don't like playing the hummingbirds. I like it when other players play the hummingbirds, but I don't like doling out that much free food to my opponents. You will never catch me, unless I am absolutely desperate, playing a hummingbird or an Eastern Phoebe. Yeah, you know what? Let's go digging in there. The tufted titmouse. Okay. So we can go double-double with the food, which is not a bad thing, especially for your first 2 forest entries. Okay. I'm on board. I'm on board, game. We can still get value from our flycatch. In fact, we can do a 1-2 punch with these two, because we keep getting fed the worms for it. I do want to grab the finch, though. Absolutely. And then we'll burn that on a higna. Lay an egg on the current bird. Absolutely. Free eggs. And since we have eggs available, we can do the 1-2 punch and get and have the egg to pay for the second bird. Red-tailed hawk. Not bad. Mississippi kite. Kind of crappy. When it comes to the predators, I like the, look at the deck, and if their wingspan is under this, then tuck them. It seems to be a lot more reliable than the roll the dice not in the bird feeder, and if any roll a certain outcome, cash it. Even though the net effect is the same, tucking a card with this one gets you a point, cashing 1 food gets you a point. This one seems to go off more often. I'm going to play our 2 food birds, then we can go efficiently going for food so we can feed the finch. I think that is a good play here. And the titmouse, definitely good here. We need to make sure we pay the worm for it. No berry, buddy. No berry. You are eating one of my... Yeah, you can eat the berry. That's why I got the berry. And then we can go down here, grab one of those eggs. Now we can get a clean 2 food grab. Which, I mean, there's no guarantee that we are going to get exactly a berry and a wheat, but we can try for it. Because the 2 fish there, we can insta re-roll them because it's just one type of food left. So worth going for it. There's my berry and there's my wheat. Excellent. Oh yeah, and there's a worm. So we get a freebie worm out of that. I completely forgot about the worm, but yay. I mean, we're going to be swimming in worms at this point, but you know, even if the birds you're playing don't want to eat worms, you can do the 2-for-1 special. But I found out in my other video that that's only when playing birds, not converting for other purposes. Alright, let's throw this house finch down here. We have 1 more egg to pay for it, and then we can generate more eggs if needed by taking water actions, which we're going to need to do to get more cards anyway. So this just works out swimmingly. Alright, California quail. Or discard a wheat. If you were to discard a worm to tuck, I'd be all about that. Well, let's see if we can't pick up a wheat here. Let's see here. Yeah, wheat is the correct answer for regardless of what we're going for. And I mean, we have so many freaking worms here. The Baltimore Oriole, eh? This ain't a bad one with a 9-point bird with a star nest. Especially if we're not going to be taking a lot of food actions to give everybody the berries here. So the whistling duck, it looks good, but I really want the California quail. Because this is like, the whistling duck's like the grain version of the pelican. But yeah, I wish there was I don't actually know if there's a worm version of the discard a worm tuck too. But no, we want the quail for extra egg production. And actually, one of those plus one of those, we can transform some of our excess worms into that. So we can grab the quail. Now, another little tip here. Whenever you have a tuck a card to draw a card, that's a free exploration into the deck. So don't grab the face-up cards that you want right off the bat, because you can grab the face-up card with the draw one. So we're gonna do double dipping. And do I want the whistling duck? Do I want the whistling duck? That could be hard to feed. Let's see what the face-ups give me. Turkey vultures. Tempting. Indigo bunting. Well, we have so many things to just grab from the bird feeder. Also, we need to keep in mind wingspans here. Both the bunting and the oriole are qualifying for it. But I don't think we're going to... Yeah, we got the titmouse, but the flycatcher is just a little bit too big. It's just a really bad bonus for me right now, not in general. I don't think we're going to get the greater version of it this time. Alright, we picked our 2 cards, but now we can toss one back and get that. Now, Turkey vulture's good because they're free food, always welcome. But it also kind of makes a dead card, and we've got a good we got a good line going here. So I'm not too sure about the turkey vulture. I think I'm going to toss it back. Yeah, it doesn't sound too happy about that, but tough. And yeah, now we're going to grab our quail. And then now we need to tuck and burn. Do I want the bunting? The bunting might be a little overkill. I mean, I could put the bunting on the plains. The oriole's really, really nice. I'm going to have to burn something, though. Because, I don't have to, but I want to. For a 9-point bird... you know, I'm going to burn the oriole. If only because it's so expensive. I mean, granted, the bunting is expensive too, but at least it's got easier food to feed it with. But I'll take the free egg, thank you very much. Speaking of eggs, birds with bull nests. We might take an empty lay eggs action here, just to get us some extra, and even more worms. And that's only going to give us 1 extra point. Because again, we're not doing the ranked, so we'd get 1 point. Because we have 1 bird with a bull nest. You know what? I'm not going to take a naked lay eggs action just for that thing. And I don't feel the need to go diving down there to save any of those. So yeah, we're gonna throw down our quail. And yes, this is where you can do the 2 for 1. So yeah, we don't have enough of that, so we'll turn 2 worms into 1 wheat. That's fine.
California quail. California quail nests have been reported with as many as 28 eggs.
Yeah, these guys are the egg machines. Everybody just had the 1. Well, almost everybody. So again, everybody just gets the 1 bonus point. No ranked shenanigans here. Okay, next goal is eggs in the plains, and well, that quail's going to be putting in work for us. You got a common grackle. I like the common grackle. All right, what are our face-ups here? The nuthatch is a good one. The cerulean warblers, okay, but the nuthatch is good because it's small. What's our situation here? Yeah, you know what? Let's grab us the nuthatch. Again, we'll get it on the backswing, so we'll go digging for 2. I might play that. It's not as good as a raven. Oh, that thing sucks. Like this thing, I don't like this thing because, like, all right, when another player plays a Plainsbird, tuck a card from your hand. So this thing just actively depletes your hand. If it was tuck a card from the deck, then it would actually be playable. But unless you're swimming in extra cards and you don't mind losing them to this thing, no. So the horned lark is burn fodder for certain. And now we get the nuthatch. And then something else has to get burned. Do I want to burn the bunting? Because it's a way to get food without actually having to sacrifice eggs. Yeah, you know what? The crows, we're in round 2. Crow round 1 I'd go for, but I think I'd actually be willing to go for the bunting here. Although the bunting is more expensive. The crow's a little bit better of a tempo play. Yeah, we'll go for it. Sorry, bunting. Now we need to make sure we burn eggs from the blackbird so it continuously has room to lay them. It's basically in the same class as the grackle. Bird feeder. Okay. Well, we got the worms. Actually, yeah, we don't need anything specifically. But what are we likely to need in the future? We could go... What else do we have here? The warbler... Cerulean warbler is a possibility. I'm not liking the swan. Not this early in the game. Late game swan? Absolutely. Because it's worth a big chunk of points. And the fact that it does nothing doesn't really hurt you. I'm eyeing that warbler though. So I'm not guaranteeing that I'm going to take it, but let's start with that and see where it goes. Now we need to make sure we get at least 5 eggs laid in the plains before the round is over, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. Yeah, let's do all these things, and then we'll keep an eye on the wetlands, see if the top cards refresh themselves to something we might want to lunge for. let me see. Actually, what are you? Yeah, you're going to be in 3rd rank, so these only require 1 extra egg. Yeah, that's fine. Eat a worm. And then we'll burn an egg from the blackbird.
American crow. These intelligent birds steal eggs and food from other birds and cache food for later.
And hey, free food to feed to the... Well, actually, no, it's the other way around, but no matter. Alright, so, let's see, any activity on here? Okay, oh, chipping sparrow. Chipping sparrow is absolutely worth it. Alright, let's go digging. Not so much with the cardinal. I mean, the cardinal's nice early game, like round 1, opening hand. I'm definitely not touching that hummingbird. But yeah, so let's go Cassin's finch, maybe. Lincoln's sparrow. Oh, migrator. These things are tough to really value. I'm not sure how I feel about them. I mean, we could throw that in there and just bounce it around a little bit. Yeah, why not? So then, yeah, Cassin's finch. I mean, it is a smaller bird. These are all small birds, though. And I have to throw one of them back. Yeah, too early for the bonus cards here. But we will take that chipping sparrow, because that does also count. But which of these are we going to burn for the extra egg? Yeah, I think the sparrow, it doesn't quite fit. Or rather, it doesn't really strike me as high value right now. An early migratory bird can save you from a bad hand. There have been games where just bouncing a single early migration bird around has worked wonders for me, but not so much now. I wonder what I want. I mean, I can already pay for both of these birds, so let's just take we'll take a berry. Just in case. Alright, now let's go throw in our birds down. To make sure we get enough eggs down, let's get the chipping sparrow and then do some egg laying. Because we don't need to throw down the nuthatch until we go for food. Yep, absolutely eat a worm. Burn an egg.
Chipping sparrow. These sparrows generally feed on open ground, but near trees.
And paying the extra food for the extra egg is absolutely worth it, because then we can basically do the reverse but get whatever flavor food we want. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. So let's take the rat. But yeah, we got 2 extra bonus lay eggs. So we should be pretty good. Let me just check here, because I can delay that lay eggs action until the last round of the turn, just in case something good comes down here. Nothing good's come down here yet, so let us proceed as planned. We'll burn a food. Probably burn the worm, actually, because we're going to keep getting worms for free. And we can pay for the nuthatch with the wheat if we don't get a worm. Alright, so we want to make sure there are 5 eggs in here, so let's go 1, 2. 1, 2. The quail is going to lay eggs on itself. Now we got the sets of eggs, so now at this point we're going to want to start evening them out. So let's lay that egg there. Discard eggs. We can eat the blackbirds. Or do we even want to? I don't even know what I want with that. So you know what? No, I do not want to discard eggs. We're going to skip that power. And yes, please lay an egg on the current bird. We'll go digging for food when we want it. Right now we are not hurting for food. Red-headed woodpecker. Too much food for what it's worth. Yeah, we got oodles of food coming in here. I'm starting to think the crow was the wrong play. Well, yeah, we'll get a worm. Why not? Yep, and more worms. Oop, and free card, too. The acorn woodpecker. Also still a bit more pain in the butt than it's worth it, but I won't begrudge a free card. I'm going to wait till the end of the round before I go digging down here for more cards. I mean, if we can make a grab for the wheat, I wouldn't mind saving up for the acorn woodpecker, but for now, yeah, no, for now the nuthatch gets the nod. Yeah, we don't want to burn any eggs from the plains because we need to make sure our bonus is intact.
To keep out attackers.
Alright, last turn before the refresh. Let's check. Nope. I might just do another lay eggs action here. I mean, unless there's... Actually, no. The bird feeder's looking really good for gathering wheat to get our woodpecker here. And actually there's room for a free worm while we're at it. Okay, I'll bite. I don't need to burn the card for the extra thing. So we want that plus that for the wheat. And then that one will be our free... Yeah, that works. Yeah, it maxes out at 5 points. So even those guys that had 7 eggs in there aren't going to get any more points. But hey, we got the max of 5 there. And now we might want to start spamming the lay eggs action a little bit more. But first and foremost, I want to see what our wetlands has. The nighthawk is... I mean, it's... Ooh, the Avocet. I'm liking that Avocet because it's really easy to play, too. Do we have cluster? Yes, we do have cluster nests. We have the quail. That we have the big McLarge cluster nest. That's like the only cluster nest we have. I might actually want to go for the nighthawk too, just for its cluster nest and again ease of play. So yeah, let's go digging for cards here. And again, well, here we're going to be drawing 2. One of them is going to have, so we grab the Avocet and a random red-shouldered hawk. The other thing we could do is just pitch the woodpecker back as our no, that might be our discard fodder. But no, I'm not feeling the hawk. So back on the pile for you, hawk. Yeah, we are going to have to actually pitch the woodpecker. Which is fine by me, because I was never really a huge fan of it. And then we throw the Avocet down next, without fail. Do we have room for an easy play? No, we don't. Okay, so the Nighthawk is going to be a little expensive to play. Normally, the tactic is you play it on a cheaper one, like with 1 egg, and then you bounce it before, and then it can go on to the higher tiers. But we want to play the Avocet first because we want to get the lay eggs triggering as early as possible. We also kind of want to get some extra worms to pay for the Nighthawk here. Wood duck is looking interesting too. Maybe I throw the Nighthawk down, take a card's action to grab that wood duck, And that'll bounce the Nighthawk away, and it'll let us play the Avocet. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. If only because the wood duck is down there.
Common nighthawk. Nighthawks are crepuscular, hunting flying insects at dawn and dusk.
But we definitely want some free worms if we can get it. And we're also going to need to worry about the egg. Well, there's one free worm, which we can burn some of our other food for. Oh, they took the duck. They took the duck. That's unfortunate, because that kind of ruins our whole play. Well, you know what? This guy's going to probably get trapped in here then. Because I want to play this Avocet now. We can burn the extra food. And yeah, we can burn one off of the quail, because that's going to be laying eggs. We're going to be taking pretty much the rest of our actions here.
Build their own nests, but also parasitize other birds' nests.
Yeah, we're going to be spamming egg laying here. Yep, and there we go. Yeah, we'll start by dropping eggs there. If whoever has that give all players a card does their thing, that might be our next one. Or I might see if there's anything good for one last grab in the fourth season. But I do want to max this out, and I'm willing to spend the food for it. And yeah, I'm not going to activate my crow. Now, you want to get 5 eggs in each. So we got 4 eggs here, and this is going to generate another one already. So we need to concentrate all of our eggs, our actual egg production here. Yeah, we'll burn the rat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then down here we just have the 1. Yeah, we'll throw the eggs down on the finch. Because this lays its own eggs, this gets eggs laid onto it. We can actually also throw it onto the Avocet. Because the Avocet cannot lay eggs into its own nest despite it having one. So yeah, here, Mr. Avocet, or I guess Miss Avocet. And yeah, no, we're not dropping an egg. Skip it. That's the quail's egg. Meadowlark's interesting, to say the least. Oh. I don't think I'm going to be going for a fish here. To sort of flesh out if I'm going to make a final bird grab. You know what? I'm going to grab a berry. Because there might be a good forest bird that I want. And the forest birds tend to like the berries, just like the wetlands birds tend to like the fish. With notable exceptions. Okay, so we got 4 eggs down here, 3 eggs up here, so I think I know where we need to, what we need to do for our last egg laying action here. We'll burn the worm because we know we're going to get freebies of those. So that's 5 eggs here. And, well, more than 5 eggs, but you can't get any more than 5 from that. So we have maxed out our bonus here. And yeah, not discarding them. I'm just waiting for the next wetlands refresh. You guys want to keep giving me food, that's fine by me. Let's go for a rat. In case there's a high-value raptor play for the plains. I wouldn't mind that. And, you know, grabbing like a golden eagle and then pushing for eggs while getting some freebie hunts going. All right, so now we have to start laying eggs on the quail. So we're going to want to start burning eggs from the quail when we place birds, just to exhaust them. One more turn, eh? Do I want the meadowlark? I've already got the avocet filling up those nests. The mallard's a curious play because it's got the right kind of nest, but The wren is an interesting play because that could double. At this late in the game, these play a second bird cards are actually kind of good, and it's a small wing bird. Yeah, you know what? Let's go for it. We're gonna we'll grab that with our last flip, so we can go 3 cards deep into here. Ooh, that's a good late game bird, especially for those downy woodpeckers. I mean, that actually kind of works out better than the wren because it's worth more points. Can only go in the forest, but that's okay. You can go woodpecker warbler for a good play there. And the condor, not feeling the condor. So let's burn the condor. I mean, no, I already got my play with these two. I'm not even going to bother touching these. So let's grab a rando. Oh, the Vitrio does the same thing as the woodpecker, but you've got a star nest. Aha, you've got a star nest. You're slightly pickier on your type of food, but you like berries. We got berries, so you're gonna replace the you're gonna replace that woodpecker. Sorry, downy woodpecker. Now we do need to get a few more worms out of here in order to drop that. Actually, all we need is one. Yeah, all we need is one worm because these two can combine to another worm. Keep getting free eggs. I do like having at least one of those once between turn birds. Alright, eggs in the wetlands. We'll be fine. I think we're already maxed at that point. Okay, yeah, we can throw these two down now. And that'll flesh out the rest of those. And we can actually burn up 4 eggs from the quail to make room. But before I go throwing them down, anything that I need to swipe? The American woodcock is something I kind of need to swipe. Because that's a big fat 9-point bird that we can drop. And it'll actually give me more time to possibly absorb an extra worm. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go for the woodcock. So woodcock's going to be our last grab. So we'll go American robin. Nope. Northern flicker. Nope. Bobolink. Ooh. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see, Bobolink. Alright. Yeah, Northern flicker is getting tucked. Woodcock is getting grabbed. And now, who's getting the burn? The robin. So yeah, we'll keep the Bobolink in mind. Yeah, we already got the 5 eggs down here. Alright, more. Oh, yeah, that works. Now the bobolink needs wheat, but we need worms. I'll take the worms, thank you. Yeah, we need a lot of worms. But that does now allow us to get our 2-for-1 without wasting resources. Alright, free egg. Thank you, high capacity quail. Alright, now we go for the Vitrio first, and then yeah, you need to eat the berry, and then we go double worm for the warbler. And yeah, now we can burn off the extra eggs down here.
Red-eyed vireo. Nearsighted vireos flock with other birds that make noise if predators are around. Blue-winged warbler. This warbler especially likes to nest on the edges between forest and fields.
Now we'll probably take one food action here, because that's the only real way we could get enough food to play these birds. Maybe both of them? Alright, now we can start laying eggs on our star nest. That's a good start. But yeah, we need at least one food action, then we could presumably play both of these. I mean, this is kind of a tough call. The other thing I could do is just wait for the drip feed of a worm, play the woodcock from that, and then otherwise just take lay eggs actions here. We can burn the mouse for our extra egg here. That might be the smarter move rather than going for a play up in the forest itself, because this is going to give us one point, but otherwise only one free food. We get three of these. And if we just play the birds... I mean, it's tough, though, because playing both of these birds would give us more than just taking the lay eggs action. A lot of it's going to depend on being able to max out this thing. Getting the extra wheats, getting the extra worms. This is a risky play. I'm not going to lie. Let's... am I feeling... betting, or am I feeling not betting? How are we with our bonus? Oh, we did actually hit the max bonus already, so we don't need to worry about which of these birds and what size they are. Oh, let's go for the gusto. So we know that this is a guaranteed worm. We need a total of 3 worms, and we're going to get potentially a freebie from the flycatcher. So we want this worm, and then we want wheat. We want nothing but wheat. We want wheat for our other 2. This is a big ask here. Problematic. We can get a little wheat, but not enough. At least we'll get our free worm, though. So now, if we play the woodcock, I mean, if we get fed enough extra worms, we'll be good. Oh, actually, this may have answered my prayers. Perfect. Thank you, hummingbird. Yeah, so we want to play the woodcock first, then we play the bobolink, because then the bobolink lays on all of these birds with the cluster nests. And in fact, we want to make sure we burn some eggs on cluster nests or star nests that are full, to make sure that there's room for that freebie egg. Whatever it is, I'm probably not. Yeah, I'm not interested. So what cluster? Yeah, we gotta make room on both of those cluster nests. So we can do that by playing the birds. So the woodcock, go and get played. And we will siphon off an egg on each of you.
American woodcock. The woodcock's amazing mating display involves repeated dives from 300 feet.
Kind of silly looking bird, not gonna lie. But hey, 9 points is 9 points. And this bobolink is gonna lay us a whole crap ton of eggs and be worth 4 points on its own. Granted, it's going to consume 2 eggs while we play it, but that's still fine. Yeah, we get an extra freebie egg on this star nest too. Yeah, I think we're about as good as we can get here. And then we'll siphon off. We actually don't want to siphon off any eggs in the water here, so yeah, we'll siphon it from the crow. You are not that useful to us, Mr. Crow. You are a warm body, essentially. A cheap warm body, but you're worth 4 points, so what the hey.
Bobolink. Emily Dickinson wrote poems about these birds as rowdy choristers in her Church of Nature.
Alright, let's see how we did. I mean, I know we got the max 5 bonus points for the 4th season, but let's see how we did overall. Free worm, don't care. Free egg, do care. Here, Mr. Bobolink, have Mr. Woodcock, have another one. Yeah, a bunch of us are pretty. Actually, everyone was pretty well stacked on that one. I think that's why it's generally better to do the ranked one, because then it scales better, but I figured I'd just mix it up. We should do pretty well here. Yeah, 55 in raw birds. Of course, everyone's going to be scoring high because people were feeding. Holy crap. 37 points of bonus cards for red? What the hell kind of bonus cards do you have? I don't know if we're going to catch him. Damn, Red! 122 points. We could not catch him. All right, hang on. I got to see. What the hell are you? What the hell do you have? Holy crap, that's a lot of... Jeez. Birds in hand for 8 points. 2, didn't do so that. 8 points from that. Rodents, 8 points from that. 7 points from that. Holy crap. Bonus cards, Batman. You are just farming up the bonus cards. Yeah, you got the Warbler and damn. All right, well, hats off to you, Red. That was a close one. I mean, to get 116 points, which, by the way, was much better than our score in our first game, and to still lose is pretty impressive, I have to say. So that was our second game of Wingspan. So I hope you guys liked this episode. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback is always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya!